At this point, I've spent well over $3,000 on YouTube growth courses, and I've learned a lot of different things from these courses, from scripting videos to learning how the algorithm works to designing really good thumbnails. And while many of these courses really taught me some amazing things, there were other courses that I feel was a waste of my money. And so I don't want you to go through the same. So in today's video, I'm going to go ahead and highlight the 3 main tips that I have learned from these courses so that you don't have to go and spend thousands of dollars. And you can simply start to implement these tips that I'll be teaching you today to start seeing growth on your channel as well. Okay, so the first tip that I want to give you, and this is probably one of the most important tips that you're going to learn today, and that is that low effort videos can still get you thousands of views. So for the longest time, I used to believe that your YouTube videos had to be super polished, it had to be super flashy, have a lot of text effects, have a lot of B-roll and all of that stuff in order to gain thousands of views. And let me tell you, that is the furthest thing from the truth, because the moment that I stopped focusing too much on retention editing and making my videos super perfect, that is when the growth on my channel started to really happen. Because the thing is, as soon as I made that mind shift and I started focusing on creating more basic and simple videos, that is when my real personality started to come out. That's when I wasn't too concerned about making everything perfect, and instead I could just share my opinions, my expertise, my knowledge over on YouTube. And so you can also do the same with your videos. You could realistically start to gain thousands of views on your YouTube videos, even if you create videos like these, which are just talking head videos. So you're simply sharing your knowledge and your experience on camera. Now coming to tip number 2, and that is that trending video topics equals more views. So again, for a long time at the beginning of my YouTube journey, I used to focus a lot on SEO, or search engine optimization, which is basically when you use keywords and you try to get people to search for your videos so you rank at the top of YouTube, and that way people can watch your videos. Now, when I focused on this, my videos were barely getting any views. And so instead, I invested in several different courses, like I mentioned, to try to figure out how the YouTube algorithm worked. And I discovered that YouTube's algorithm today relies a lot more on browse traffic than it does on search traffic. And so essentially what that means is if you can find trending video topics that have proven to be super popular on YouTube, and you can then go ahead and create similar videos on your own channel, that's when you're going to be able to get thousands of views. When I made this shift, my channel literally went from getting a couple of hundreds of views to thousands of views. I believe when I started implementing these trending video topics, my channel was able to get over 50,000 views in just 90 days. So it works so well. Now, obviously, there is a bit more involved in creating viral videos than just having trending topics. And so I created a free viral YouTube video checklist that you can download in the description below. And this checklist gives you the 9 key elements that you need to include in all of your videos if you want them to have the chance of getting thousands of views. So I'll link it in the description and you can get it for free. The third tip that you need to follow if you want to start getting more views on your channel is you need to focus on improving your click-through rate by creating scroll-stopping thumbnails and titles. So the fact of the matter is, if your videos aren't getting clicked, they aren't getting views. Now, what you need to keep in mind is that your title and your thumbnail are essentially the marketing material of your video. It is the promotion material, so the things that get people to either watch or scroll by. So you want to make sure that you're focusing a lot of attention on writing a super enticing title and designing a really great thumbnail that gets people curious and wanting to actually click on that video. Now, here's a quick test that I actually learned from one of the courses. If you look at your thumbnail and your title that you just created for your video, would you click on it? If the answer is yes, then you know you created a really good thumbnail and title, and people are also likely to click on it more. But if the answer is no, and you need to be really honest with yourself, then you need to go back to the drawing board and design another thumbnail, create a better title. Once I started focusing on my titles and my thumbnails and making it better every single time, my videos went from getting a 1 to 3% click-through rate to getting a 5 to 8% click-through rate, which is a massive difference. Because if you think about it, if you were able to get 10,000 impressions on your video, so aka if YouTube showed your video to 10,000 people and only 1% of them clicked through, that means that you're only getting 100 views. Whereas if YouTube shows that same video to 10,000 people and you manage to get an 8% click-through rate, that means that you're now getting 800 people to view your video, which is a massive difference. Now, you've heard me talk a lot about low effort videos in this video, and so if this is something that you want to learn more about and you're curious about this video style and how it's able to still generate a lot of views even if it's more simple, then I created a video all about it right over here and you can go and check it out next. As always, I hope you enjoyed this video and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.